our actual experiment. So here's our
Okay,
turn
before
versus
you
spin.
start testing, let's talk about the difference between a turn and a spin. For a turn, start with the riders facing you. Turn it clockwise until you see them again. That's one turn. Now, a spin, release the ride after winding it up, and watch for the riders to pass in front of you. Every time you see the riders, that's one spin. If the ride's going really fast, just watch for the color of their outfits. If it only goes around halfway, that does not count as a spin. Okay, so now that you know this, go to the next step.
All right, so our next step is this.
Get your Twist-O-Matic challenge sheet.
Now, you guys, your Twist-O-Matic challenge sheet is in your science notebook, but I'm going to be filling out right here. Now, what we want to do is there's a thin rubber band. Let me move the camera so we can see our setup. And there's a thick rubber band. Let me now turn my
Is that our classroom?
Yeah, that's my classroom.
I like it.
All right, now here's the tricky part, because a lot of you are just seeing like a whole bunch of people. And we want it so this picture right here takes up your whole screen. So this is the part I'm going to have you guys listen to carefully. On your Zoom, in the top right-hand corner, there's something that says speaker view. It's like 3 little dots and a white block. If you see that, I'm going to have you guys click it.
I don't see it.
If you don't see it, that is okay. But if you click on speaker view,
Where is that?
let me show you. I'll get a picture on my phone. It's in the top right-hand corner of your Zoom. So let me get a picture, and then I'll do my best to show it on our camera. So you should see something that looks like that.
I found it.
If you see that, I want you to click it and then mute your microphone. If you don't see it, that is okay. If you click it though, it's just going to make it so you can see our experiment better because it's going to be bigger. All right, so we're going to get started. I need everyone's microphones to be muted. If you are going to answer a question, I want you to put it in the chat, because if you speak, then the speaker view is going to show that person instead of our experiment. All right, and here's the catch. If you talk during this next part and don't use your chat, if you win our raffle for today, I'm going to draw someone else's name. So it's important to leave it like this and don't click the unmute button. Use your chat. All right, so here we have our experiment. Give me a thumbs up if you see our wonderful 2 dangly things. Now what we want to do is we want it to spin 5 times. So this is my skinny one right here, and you see they're colored. I want you in the chat to put how many times you think I have to turn it, so when I let it go, it will spin just 5 times. Not more, not less. In the chat, put how many times you think we will spin it so that it will go 5 times. I see 10, I see 3, I see 6, I see 5. All right, I see 5 the most, so that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to twist both of them 5 times. So here it is. Remember, a twist, a turn, goes completely around. So there's 1 turn, 2 turns, 3 turns, 4 turns, 5 turns. I'm going to let it go, and I want you guys to count on your fingers how many spins it does. So remember, how many times you see these colored people come back around. Are you guys ready? Set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did it make it to 6, guys? It didn't go all the way around. It was like 5 and 3/4. So that was 5 spins and 5 turns. So in my chart, we'll share at the end, I'm going to put 5 for my thin. Now, we have our thick rubber band. In the chat box, put how many times you think I need to twist the big rubber band so that it will spin just 5 times. I see 10, 3, 9, another 10, 4, 2, 10. Okay, I see lots of 10. So I'm going to twist the big one 10 times. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm going to let it go. And remember, we're trying to get it to spin just 5 times. Ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If I counted right, did you guys get 11 too? All right, so that wasn't 5. So do I need to spin it more or less? Do I need to twist it more or less? Put the number you think in the box. I see 4. I see 3. I see another 4, a 5. We're going to try 4. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, ready, set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it didn't quite make it. So it did it 4 times. So I'm going to try 6 and see if that does it, because we just did 5. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, you're going to let it go for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, now it went 7. So it seems like our number is either going to be 5 times or 6 times, because it keeps going between that. So in my box, I'm going to put 5 or 6. So now, I want you guys to think which ride, if these were real, would be more exciting. Would it be the thin rubber band? Let me show them at the same time. Or would you want to be on the thick rubber band? Type in the box. Which one would you like? Xander, please make it so I do not have to put you in our waiting room again. Which one would you rather be? Thick or thin? Here they go. 3, 2, 1. Which one looks more exciting? So for me, I would rather be on the thick rubber band because that one is going faster. And when I go on roller coasters or I go on rides, I like my rides to be fast. So now we're going to do this next part, and there's this problem in the rubber band factory. The rubber band factory says that you cannot use thick rubber bands. We can only use thin rubber bands. So what do you think, to make our ride more exciting, we could do with these thin rubber bands? They don't go as fast. So what do we need to do to make our ride more exciting if we're using thin rubber bands? I want you to type in the chat for me. So someone say we need to put 20 spins on. Ooh, 2 rubber bands. I honestly didn't even think of that one. Use more thin ones. Okay, so we're going to put 20 and see if that's better. I cannot do whatever number that is, like the billion trillions. So I'm going to spin it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I'm going to let it go, and I want you to tell me if it seems like this would be better than our just 5 spins. Ready, set, go. So it's still not super fast, but it's picking up speed. Does that seem better, show with your thumbs, than just the 5 spins? Yeah, and so the reason why it's better is that rubber band is storing all of the energy. So that rubber band is what's making the ride spin. So we're going to be learning about energy later on this week. If you want rubber bands, you can. We can try 30 in a moment. Now, I want you to think and type it in the chat. How do we make it so the rubber band gets more energy? What do we do so the rubber band gets more energy and it goes faster and longer? Type in the chat. What do we do so the rubber band gets more energy and it goes faster and it goes longer? $50, add more. All right, so now here's our next part. We're gonna come back to this if we have a moment. I'm gonna switch the camera back here. Have you guys ever seen, and if you want, you can exit speaker view now, or you can leave it on speaker view. Have you guys ever seen a ride that uses rubber bands in real life? Xander, will you unmute yourself and share what ride have you seen that uses rubber bands in real life?
Well, I haven't rode on it. I've just seen it. Like, it was kind of close when I rode it. But, yeah, because I lived at this old house, like, not next to here. But, yeah, I, like, saw this one ride. It wasn't, like, the one that, like, you were doing, like, the little contraption thingy. It was, like, kind of different because there was, like, these wheels. It was, like, a Ferris wheel kind of, but, like, and they connected, like, each of the things with rubber bands. Like, there's a wheel like this, and in the middle they're connected by rubber bands, like, and boom.
Excellent. Is there anyone else who'd like to share their ride? And then we're going to watch a short video of a ride that's actually like this. Kylie, will you share, what kind of ride have you seen that's similar to this slingshot, these bungee cords made out of rubber bands?
Ride I have seen was like a ride that was like upwards and there's like seats on it and it like goes down and then up.
Yeah, that's actually one we're gonna share. I've never seen a ride where they had like a bungee cord that was twisted and then let you spin away. That'd be pretty cool. I would honestly probably throw up on it. But we have lots of rides like this. So I'm going to share the ride. If you've seen the Grand Sierra, we actually have one that's like this here in Reno. So let me share my screen with you guys. Hopefully it's going to go better than it did this morning. And so you'll notice on the side, there's these giant cords. Those are like our rubber bands. They're going to store the energy for this ride. Oh look, that little girl's scared. She's running away. All right, they're buckled in because you want to be safe as you get on these. And now they're getting ready to launch. Waving by in case it doesn't make it back. And notice those rubber bands are getting stretched, so they're storing energy right now. And here they go. Are any of you guys brave enough to do that? So that's a ride that uses rubber bands to store energy and launch people. Would any of you guys want to do that in real life? Would any of you guys be like, absolutely not, I'd run away kicking and screaming? Yeah, oh, okay, so there's a few with me. So that's just one of them that uses rubber bands to store energy. Now what you guys are going to do for your part on Monday, you guys will fill out those 2 questions that we talked about just now on Monday in your science notebook. And then you have a 3rd challenge. So your 3rd challenge will go over again Monday, but you need to think about a real life ride that could use bungee cords to make some kind of amusement park ride. So that's one option they had there. There's other kinds that use bungee cords to store energy to make rides go fast, but you guys will be designing it. So you can do a Lego model like you did last time and attach rubber bands to it. You could draw a picture and take the picture and put it on your OneNote notebook, but we'll go over Monday how you'll be submitting those. Fernanda, you have a question?
More like, so remember when we did the house thingy?
The Slide City house?
Yeah, okay, when you sent me, it is not for invaders, but it was for the rock slides. The iron around was for the rock slides, for the rocks get stuck on it.
Oh, is that what it was for?
And the water around the house is for when the rocks beat the iron, they go in the water without hurting the house.
But you didn't tell me that in your thing, so how was I supposed to know? You want me to come over to your house and say, hey, Fernanda, tell me what this is for?
No.
All right. So what I want you guys to do right now.
You know about it.
We're going to try something. Are you guys ready?
Mimi.
I'm going to, for 1 minute, you guys are going to go in what's called breakout rooms. So it's going to send you away from this Zoom, and it's going to put you in a group of 3 to 4 other people. And you guys are going to, in 1 minute, come up with some ideas for your own roller coaster ride using some kind of bungee cord or rubber band setup. I'm going to be popping in and out of those rooms, but this is just so you guys can brainstorm ideas for what your ride might look like. Are there any questions? Alex, what's your question? And then Kylie?
Are you gonna pick the groups, or are we?
I am going to pick them. If you guys can show me that you're doing well with what's called our breakout rooms when I send you to these small groups, then maybe next week or the week after, I'll let you pick your groups. But for today, since our first time, I picked them for you. Kylie, you got a question?
I was going to say that, but I might go on that ride today.
Oh, good. Get a picture for us then. Fernando, do you have a question before we go to our breakout rooms?
Yes, please. Okay, so you're going to kick us out, right?
It won't kick you out. It's just going to take you here, put you in another spot. So you don't have to like sign back in or anything. It'll do it on.
Wait, don't do it yet. So it'll take us to another part and put the partners in 1, 1, 1. And in 1 minute, we're all going to go together. In 1 minute, we're going to have some ideas, and then we're going to discuss it.
Yep. You're discussing in 1 minute ideas for your bungee cord or rubber band ride.
Wait, so do we have to like stay in there for 1 minute, then think, and then we're going to explain after 1 minute?
After 1 minute, it's going to kick you out of your small group rooms, and you're going to come back here. It'll do it all automatically. Fingers crossed, it works perfectly. All right.
If it doesn't, I text you.
Cross your fingers. Okay, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, I have an idea. What if we make like those rides with a big pole, and like there's like a circle around it, and like we should put bungee cords attached to it, and then like it'll go.
Finally.
I know that's Mr. Wembley.
I thought it's gonna be another student. I really thought about it.
But Can I share my idea first?
Yeah. Sure.
All right, so like it's kind of gonna be like a Ferris wheel. Like there's gonna be these little balls, and then it's like gonna be like a little thing in the middle. It's gonna be like held by rubber bands. There's gonna be like an own tube kind of thing. Like you have your own tube, and like it spins somehow.
The person's face and the eyeballs are the rocket, are the balls that people go in, and they get shot off. No, yeah, they get shot off into a pool.
All right, so people are going to slowly trickle back in. Make sure you have an answer ready because we have 3 people that are going to share, and then we have our raffle. So we're going to take 2 volunteers and 1 raffle, one raffle, and 1 random person. So Kylie, I'm going to have you share first when everyone's back in, and then you'll pick a volunteer, Kylie, and then I will pick a random person. All right, our last one should be almost here.
I have a question.
Is it a good question?
Yes, it's about the escape room. It says I'm stuck on the one that says how much sides does a circle have?
Oh, then I'll answer that after our raffle because it was a riddle, so it's not an actual math question. All right, Kylie, we should have everyone here. So Kylie, will you unmute yourself and share your idea first?
Yes. So all of us are like thinking, almost all of us, like where we put like a pole and then we like put a circle around it with the the rubber bands, and then when we pull it down, it swings up.
Okay, excellent. Kylie, will you pick a volunteer and then I'll pick our random person? Oh, you took too long. Osvaldo, will you share?
All right, hold full screen. So our idea was there's like 2 poles, and then they like put energy. Well, it's like they're doing energy, but while they're putting energy in it, they're going all the way up in the air backwards. And when the energy's done, they pull a cord and they swing that way.
Excellent. All right. And our random person is Alex. Alex, will you share yours?
So what we discussed was
Kylie, make sure you're on task, Kylie.
Was that Alan said that we should like have like a roller coaster that goes down and then it pulls back up like that.
Perfect. All right. So think of those ideas because you'll be creating it on Monday. Now, before we have our raffle, somebody asked this question, and if someone can answer besides Cesar, because I helped him, so he's not allowed to. If someone can explain to the class the answer to this question, I will put in 10 raffle tickets before we do our raffle. All right, Dominic, we'll give you a try first. How many sides does a circle have?
0?
No, this is a riddle, so it's not a math problem. So it is not 0. But good job knowing your math. Alan, and then Daniel.
1?
No. Daniel.
It is 2.
How do you know it's 2?
How many sides does A have?
We guessed.
Oh man, I was so excited. A circle has 2 sides. It has an inside and an outside. You guys should all laugh at that. I thought it was good. Has an inside and outside, so it has 2 sides.
I should get the 10 raffle tickets.
Sure. Let me add them, Daniel. But I'm just putting D on your name because that's faster.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait, his parents answered that.
Hey, it didn't say explain. It just said what's the number. So, I mean, he technically got it right.
It's not fair.
All right.
Which one is the question?
Okay, are you guys ready? We're doing 2 raffles today. Remember, if you're our winner, that means you have to have had all of your work done for the week. If you didn't, then oh well. All right. Let me hear my drum roll. You can unmute yourself if you want. Okay, here's our first one. Oh, and this student is not here today. So how sad for Eli.
Yes. Wait, never mind. No.
All right, here is our next one. Let me hear your next drum roll. Hey. Ooh, I don't know if this person's here today either. Chanel. Which is sad because she did her work today, but she didn't show up on Zoom and her mom didn't let me. So we'll do one more, and then I guess I get to keep our gift card this week. Okay. All right. It's Adelaine's sister. I'm just kidding. It's Dominic. Dominic, did you get all of your work done this week? So you have till Sunday. Otherwise, it's fine, bud. If you need help during the weekend, let me know. All right, guys, unmute your microphones on 3.
No, you did. We didn't do 2. 2